the chains, I'm about to win the game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, let's go! Good, 180! Set. Get your swerve on! Run. Spud!
Mayfield on first down. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 53 yards. First down, Mayfield. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. To try again after the sack. Mayfield looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 11.
12, Alex, here we go.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Coleman. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
180! Alert! Alert! Alert!
57's the mic! 57's the mic!
Come on, baby, come on. Hurry! 57. Mike, 57. My touch!
Following the interception, Mayfield will let it go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 41 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go.
Watch out.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Nice 57.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Hilliard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Hey, alert, alert, alert.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
Point it
2nd and 9.
right.
At the 49ers,
Hey,
28-yard line.
7.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll run with Chubb. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. 3rd and goal, they're going with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Garoppolo now. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end.
One, Omaha. Check 24, check 24.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, 49ers nothing.
Here we go, here we go. Check.
Mostert. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
21. Check 21. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Garoppolo looks to throw, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. On the sneak is Garoppolo, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo keeping it himself from a yard out as they are now on the board here in the first half. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score 14, 49ers 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, Chubb. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Switch.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A run for Nick Chubb, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's Mostert. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Watch the ship.
White.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Kirksey. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Here we go. 21.
6 guys.
Hey, alert.
Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
21. Here we go.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
65.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 54. I got one. Mike 54.
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going to look deep down and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's T.J. Carey who picked it. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because...
And he's into the clear. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's fielded in the end zone.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
180. Check. Watch 54. Hey, tighten down.
They run. Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Let's get it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
King. 54. Watch the combo.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. This is Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Now Mostert. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
that's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had to pick.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Hey, alert 33.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Gotta do better.
Real.
Come on. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Up.
Here's Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
4th down, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Hey, alert 33.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
You ain't doing nothing today. Hurry.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Danny.
Regular.
56.
Hey, seam 6.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Check right.
56.
Hurry.
Right there. 56.
Don't get that.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Landry, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Alert.
Mike's 56.
Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. This is Coleman with a grab. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
11. Switch. Joker. Check. Check 13. Check 3.
On first down, Garoppolo completes it to Coleman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Second and 11 at the 38-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Alert 3. 11.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
It's been a long day for you. Right there, 54, right there, right there. 50 smooth. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Pistol. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Mike's...
Hey, Echo.
He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert. 36 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hand.
It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
54, Mike 54. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Run.
54.
Hurry.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Go.
Right there.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. Now he's got a man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So the clock shows 55 seconds to play as they line up for a critical onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go. Here we go.
Let's go, D.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Now they try the right side here. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Switch. Check. Kill. Hey, watch it. Check 31. Hey, switch gears. Undercrunch. Check 52. Kill. Turn up.
They'll try and run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Tighten up.
But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end, we win. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long. We'll see if we can find someone open.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. rocket like rocket fuel.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have?
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go!
Ready? 180?
Mike 54. I got one.
Newton on first down. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Newton now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. 36 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Come on, back. Check, Mike, 54. 54.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Ready? 180.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man. Ready?
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. On first down, Newton. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10, Newton again. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really competent throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
I'm going back to you. Mike 5-4. Hey. Mike 5-4.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Check 26, check 26. Hatchet. 25.